Well. I mean, I don't have any guests that have their best friend next to them, and certainly the Fluffy Poodle is appearing to be the ultimate smiler. And even the what do we call this? This is not a goatee.
It's a Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. It's a Fu Manchu. So so I the Fluffy Poodle, man, I was at MIC and I met you guys, and you have an electric aspect to you. I mean, sure, the Fluffy Poodle has his own energy, but it's the combination of both of you. I was like in, I was all the way in with you guys, and you're just such a beautiful spirit, Daniel.
Thank you, Ken. It was amazing meeting you and hanging out and just getting to know each other and adding value to the world at the Military Influencer Conference.
So I see you have a new version of MotivFate. It's MotivFate. And once you share that real quick, and then I'm going to turn the mic over to you or the stage over to you, and you're going to talk for about 6 to 8 minutes about what it is to bring smiles to the world, why you chose to do that, and how you make a difference in the world. So why don't you share real quickly what that means, that shirt?
Absolutely. So I own my own company. It's called MotivFate because I love to motivate others all around the world and help them understand what is their motive to get to their fate. And when you understand that, you can ultimately be a little more happy and get that big smile on like we're having today.
I'll tell you the biggest smile I've had in a while is meeting you and then seeing you on the Today Show. And I called you that day and I was like, dude, man, you're on the Today Show. And yeah, I was interviewed and they launched it today. How exciting was that for you?
It was an amazing opportunity to not just tell my story, but to encourage everybody all around the world that if I can get through my pain and my struggles, so can you. And being on the national television show, the NBC's Today Show, that was just one amazing platform that we got to share a story on. So it was a great opportunity.
Was I one of the lucky ones that got to you that day?
Oh, absolutely. You were one of the lucky ones. A lot of people, was reaching out right away. It was very hard to reply to everything.
I'm
Oh, it was amazing.
I'm sure. I'm sure. We're excited because your story is so beautiful and it's so inspiring, and your shirt reflects that. And the Fluffy Poodle is like, I've heard this 1,000 times. I'm just going to take a little nappy nap, right? But I'm just I'm so inspired. We met, and I left that event saying, "Boy, his energy's at like level 10, and not everyone brings that level of energy. And you've been through it, so you actually have the gap of what it is to have a bad day, what it is to have a glorious day. And the part, and I'll leave you with this that touched me the most. So when I called you that day, you said, I got that beautiful gift of a truck, but it meant nothing compared to the guy who got out of the truck and not just saved your life, but that is your brother. He's your brother.
Absolutely. So, so the viewers on here, during the Today Show at the end, I was given an amazing vessel to continue my mission, because some of the things that I have, I struggle with. With that being said, a lot of people would think that that was the icing on the cake for the Today Show, but it wasn't. It was all of my brothers and sisters and my best friend who said a simple sentence that changed my life, encouraged me to continue living, and ultimately tell my story.
So you're a pro, I'll tell you. A pro knows that there was a gap in what I said and what the audience knows, and you filled the gap in. So thank you. But I'm gonna give you the gap back. I'm gonna give you the gap back. All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Gap back is the audience needs to hear that sentence that he said.
Oh, absolutely. So the sentence, when I was struggling severely, mentally and physically, and not wanting to continue life, I listened to one of his speeches, and he simply said it would be a disservice to end my life because all the ones who aren't here anymore would love to have the opportunity that we have each and every day. So it's an honor to live for them and live each and every day for ourselves as well.
Yeah, that's everything. And it reminds me of a quote that I heard. It's way downplayed compared to what you just shared, but I want to share it from a standpoint that there's an analogy to it. It's a man that has his health has a million dreams, and a man that doesn't have his health has only one. And
Absolutely.
and you heard him for the one dream you wanted, which is the reason to live.
Mm,
So
mm.
I just want to say,
And
brother, yeah, you're definitely why I do this show. You're why I want the world to see that if you're not feeling hope in your life and you're feeling a lack of inspiration, you're not even knowing why you want to get up another day, just know that there are people like Daniel and the Fluffy Poodle that have actually embraced the fact that life is beautiful, but you do need to create it.
absolutely. And the biggest reason why I do what I do is to let others know that, pain is pain, challenge is a challenge. And if I can get through mine, so can each and every one of you. And ultimately, you are not alone with what you are going through. And I preach it because I don't want anybody to feel like I once did.
Well, I handed you this card because I saw the amount of smiles that you were committed to. But on the back, one thing that steps out to me the most is the one that says either hope is dope or hope is a dose of hope or hope dealers. But you're a hope dealer. You're a hope dealer. And hope stands for hold on, pain ends. And I've never seen anyone embody the fact that pain is real, but pain can end because your mental and your spiritual realignment can allow it to actually become a low factor in why you live. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. And I agree with that statement, and it's a lot of people state that they compare their challenges and pain to others. But once you learn how to adapt and learn maybe their tricks and tips and talk about it with others, ultimately you understand you're not alone and different ways how you can ultimately cope with it and get through it.
So I've been wanting to give you the stage, but I can't help just keep having you hit my heart and me say what I'm feeling. So before the flying poodle, I see the flying poodle in the background. All these pictures of flying poodles.
Oh no, these are ducks over here. We love ducks. So the fluffy poodle, most people don't know, but poodles were bred to be protection dogs for the queens in Europe and actually waterfowl dogs. And we love spending time out in nature. So we love having some ducks out in the marsh flying. It's wonderful over there.
So my last thing before I turn the stage over to you, and by the way, take as much time as you want because this is the Smile-A-Thon, and when you really smile and you're abundant, when you're abundant, you don't have to care about anything. So don't mind the fact that we've used up a bit of your time for the Smile-A-Thon. I'm going to extend this, okay? But how hard was it to find a poodle with green hair? I mean, that must have been pretty tough.
Yeah, no, it was very difficult to find just a service dog in general. And then when they told me, they said, when I went to an organization that said, we have a service dog for you, they said, I'm not sure if you'll like it though. And I go, I don't know what that means. The next thing you know, a big fluff ball comes running out, and I'm like, oh no. But he sat right next to me, looked up right at me, and he smiled and he said, I'm gonna be yours. And I looked at him and said, we got to put a hat on you. So to make a long story short, we made a green hat on him.
That's
so
amazing.
it was very difficult to find a poodle just this good, who is also the service dog of the year and has his own social media on all social media platforms. The Fluffy Poodle.
You know what I'm really blown away is that you care so much about how this dog has saved your life and made your life better that you make it all about him. Is like when I had to find you after I saw your Today Show, I was like, this is so hard, and I had to look up Fluffy Poodle. I had to look up, and finally, I had to keep digging, but it was like 3 layers of digging to find your name to look you up in my phone because I just met you 2 weeks earlier to say, oh yeah, Daniel, it's so good to see that you're on the the main screen. I mean, the main screen of the Today Show. It doesn't get much better, and we are going to be in New York November 23rd and 24th to celebrate people like yourself on the jumbotrons and go to the Today Show. So you've already done it. You're like, I'm good, man. I'm good. But we would love to have you and the Fluffy Poodle with you, if it's possible in New York next month. So I'm going to turn the stage over to you. Share what you wish about who you are, and then why a smile is so important, how you bring smiles to the world.
You know who I am. My name is Daniel Odell, and I am a survivor of every type of abuse there is, all under the age of 15 years old. I've been through group homes, foster homes, and some other bad places as well, all under the age of 18, and I only have a GED. But then I decided to serve my country and spent 7 wonderful years serving the United States of America, traveling all around the world, taking care of our troops. But then I got injured. I got injured, and then an amazing service dog, the Fluffy Poodle, came next to me and helped change my life, and encouraged me to tell my story. But I didn't know how. I didn't know how to tell my story. I didn't know how to tell my story because I didn't have a mentor at the time. So I was searching everywhere to try to get that smile on my face again because I was struggling with my disabilities mentally and physically. And then I heard a speech. I heard a speech from Mr. Rod Rodriguez from the Global War on Terrorism Foundation. He said, "It would be a disservice if I didn't continue to live each and every day to the fullest and put a smile on for the ones who aren't here anymore." Mm, that one hit home to me. That one hit home so severe that I woke up the next day and I put a smile on my face and I never looked back. I never looked back because it's an honor to live my life each and every day for the ones who aren't here anymore, to let everybody know that what you are going through is normal and you're not alone. I want you to look around briefly right now. Look around and I want you to look around and look at everybody. Look at everybody and know that everybody struggles. Most people hide it better than others, but everybody struggles. Pain is pain, as challenge is a challenge. And if everybody around you can get through their pain and their challenge, and if I can get through my pain and my challenge, so can you. So can you. So tell your story. Talk to other people around you. Motivate others. Put a smile on your face. Live your life each and every day to its fullest. Because it's very important. I believe the biggest blessing is waking up. So when you wake up and you see that sunshine, when you get to talk to somebody, when you're scrolling through, when you're listening right now, put a smile on your face. It's very important because more smiles bring more positivity to the world. And who wouldn't want that? Who, honestly, wouldn't want that in their life? So that's why my service dog of the year and I, the Fluffy Poodle, and MotivFate encourage each and every one of you to not just tell your story, to not just help others all around the nation, all around the world, but smile, 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 and smile.
I'm getting the impression that smiling is important.
Absolutely, brother. Smiling is very important.
I gave you the acronym for HOPE. Did I ever tell you the acronym for smiles?
Nuh-uh. Can you explain that for me, please?
I will not explain it to you. I will have you almost fall off your chair. Smiles, seeing miracles in life every second. And that is what
Oh,
you
I'm
just
falling. Hold on. Oh, that was good. That was good. Repeat that one more time for me,
Not only
man.
will I repeat it, I love it when people say I'll steal it. So here we go. Smiles, seeing miracles in life every second.
Seeing miracles in life every second.
And that's what you
That's
are.
powerful.
Hey, brother, seriously, that's what you are. You completely embrace why I would want to share that with you, but also why I'd want to say this is actually real. You actually you embraced it. That was so amazing when you heard that speech. It hit you that hard that you said, "Hey, no matter how bad I have it, it would be a dishonor not to actually cherish life while I'm here."
You know, a lot of us veterans, we struggle when we get out because we don't have that brotherhood. We don't
Mm.
understand that camaraderie is not there anymore like it was in. And I know that if I would have ended my life, or if anybody would end their life, you're going to go up there, right? You're going to go wherever you're going to go next, and you're going to see your platoon, your squad, your company, your battalion, and they're going to be like, come on, brother. Like, you shouldn't have done that, okay? Like, so you got to go back. It's not your time. So that's why I encourage each and everybody, like, hey, your platoon, your squad, your battalion is down here, and we're going to take care of them and honor the ones who aren't here anymore by telling their story, our story, and helping others by serving others. Because serving others, that's what it's ultimately all about.
Well, you bring up the point that you know, I don't know if you ever do this, but I say, "Hey, if he says this, then this must mean that I am supposed to say what I thought I was supposed to say." I don't know if that ever happens to you, but for me, it was that when you said the brotherhood is there, and after you leave, it's not always there. and things like MIC, Military Influencer Conference, brings us together again. But I want to share with you an event that you're at, that you're going to be part of, and a part of a champion at that, is that is actually the brotherhood being rekindled. And it's my way of saying it matters to feel connected to people that are, one, in pain, but two, need support, and three, should be celebrated. Celebrated is the big part. So here we go. I'm going to share this. This is an event that you'll see Daniel go deeper into patriotism, the reason service is so important, in his story. So here we go. So the first one I'll share is this one. Veterans Day on the 11th of November. We'll be celebrating 111 veterans. And I think it's going to fill up very quickly, Daniel. I mean, this is actually the first, this is an inaugural announcement of this. This is the lovely, I mean, just what a feeling that is to see that flyer. It means so much.
Absolutely. You know, I can't stress it enough for all the viewers, all listeners, everybody all around the world who's watching, listening, and who's on here. The Veterans Day 111 plus. I'm telling you, we're going to have at least 111. If we can do more, outstanding.
Well,
But hearing their stories, absolutely.
guess what 111 is? It's 21 hours.
Hmm.
And it was brought to my attention by a beautiful man. His name is Brian Arrington. He says, Ken, you think it's 22 people that take their life because of the post-traumatic disorder. It's actually 44, and it's a much higher number than we think. And it's because we don't always count all the things that are indirect, which is painkillers, drug abuse, overdose, etc. And I want to share one more set of flyers, and this is your opportunity to not just support them and celebrate them, but to actually acknowledge that this is important to serve. And what they did
Absolutely.
was, like, that's the most important thing, is that someone that has all this happening to them, they just want to know that it was the right thing to do with their
Mm.
life. So I'm going to show the last set. This is the surprise for you, Daniel. These were just created this morning. So the second set is right here. Sorry, that was the first set. Let me get to the second set. Second set is right here. I'll go here. There,
Da-da.
there. Here it is. So this is the new
Ah,
Voices of Valor.
nice.
Voices of
That's
Valor. And then look
beautiful.
at that. We have two women veterans who are launching their book that day. And this is the some of the veterans that are actually doing their book. And by the way, we'll be adding your picture, Daniel, because your book is coming out this holiday season if you wanted to, because we are going to embrace the fact that your story is not just important, it is massively uplifting. It will actually motivate you.
Thank you, thank you. You know, it's very important that we have these events to tell everybody's story and to network with others because you know when you read a book and help put a smile on your face and putting a smile on your face and encouraging, have a little bit of encouragement from what you read and share it with others. That's ultimately a great feeling.
It is. And my final thing I normally say is, how do people connect with you and celebrate you? And by
Absolutely,
all means,
absolutely.
share.
So everybody on here can connect and share with the Fluffy Poodle and I very simply. You can check out this shirt and it's MotivFate for the listeners. That's MotiveFate, one word, motivate.com, where you can see a little bit about what we do, where we're going to be at next, and how you can link up with us to have us at one of your events. Also, for all social media handles, you can type in the three words, the three magic words, the Fluffy Poodle. That's correct, the Fluffy Poodle, and that's this guy right here, right? Literally, the Fluffy Poodle on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and so much more, where we ultimately tell our story and share amazing adventures all around the world. And here's a sneak peek: is we'll be in Washington D.C. soon. So guys, keep an eye out for that amazing video where we advocate for all military veterans and military personnel and put smiles on people's face all around the nation.
And let me show I showed one screen to the Instagram. Let me show the screen to the YouTube. So this is the Fluffy Poodle.
Oh
And
yeah, that's our YouTube right there. We upload
now,
normally
now you saw
every
me do the
Tuesday.
Fluffy Poodle Instagram, right?
Absolutely. On
Yeah.
Instagram as well, the Fluffy Poodle. It's literally it's that easy. Those three words on all social media platforms, the Fluffy Poodle, and that's actually his real name as well.
Yes, and I was going to take that name as my legal name, and I found out it was not. It was already taken by the Fluffy Poodle.
Absolutely. And there's a
So
picture of Mr. Rod right there, a little bit below in his uniform.
yeah, so just so awesome to have you on the show and to be part of the Smile-A-Thon. There's so many people that bring smiles to the world, and you are definitely one of the top. So thank you.
No, thank you. And I encourage everybody to hit that, thumbs up button, share this because, if we can encourage everybody to just live life a little bit more positive and live life another day and put a smile on their face, then why wouldn't you want to share it?
That's a double thumbs up. All right,
Mhm.
thank you. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.